The content, views, and opinions expressed in the following program are those of the producer and do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of the City of Bremerton, BCAT, their officials, or their employees. Welcome back, Washington State, to another amazing episode of Afternoons with Ash. I am your host, Ash Black. It's 2025, and this episode I wanted to start out by welcoming back our good old friend, Doc Blackwell. Doc Blackwell, thanks for being on the show.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for having me, Ash. I appreciate it.
I always love having you on the show, Doc. You've always got so many different things going on, and there has been a lot going on since the last time we spoke. It's probably been about 6 months now, but where we left off was right before Doc Loves the Kids Day, which turned out to be a huge day last year, and it immediately preceded what's kind of grown, but you started doing pop-up shops.
Right.
All over Bremerton, just inviting everybody out. Here in January,
Yeah.
You had a meetup at the Kitsap Regional Library.
Yes.
That was, I believe, on the 11th, if I'm not mistaken, but a few days ago, very recently, and everybody was invited and everybody attended, as I recall.
It's cool.
Tell me what's been going on, my friend.
Yeah, DocLuvTheKids Day 2024 was an amazing day. I appreciate everybody who came out, all the organizations, all the booths, all the volunteers, everybody who came out. It was a great day. It's huge for me. But since then, like you said, we did the pop-up shops, which we did in like lower apartment complexes or lower income housing projects. We just put up in there and brought the resources and fun and just, people getting to meet each other and talk to each other face to face. And that's what we're about, is meeting people where they're at and talking face to face and getting to know people and our community, basically. And so 2025, and Yasha Jackson, she's one of our sisters, she came up with this idea, bringing together Kitsap, where it makes everybody, includes everybody. We focus every month. We focus on different organizations or different nationalities or just different, like senior citizens. 1 month we focus on different things, and we're just trying to bring everybody together because we're doing Native American Month, one of the months, and I don't know too much about that, so I really can't wait till that month so I can get to know more and know more about their culture and different things like that. So we're just trying to be more inclusive, and we want people to get to know their neighbors.
Yeah.
So that's what the next one is February 8th at Kitsap Regional Library on 5th Street, the Martin Luther King Jr. one. So we're going to do African American month at this one. So if you want to learn more about the culture, everyone's included, everyone's invited. So if you want to know more about our culture, more about us, it'll be a good place to come learn and come sit down and meet some people.
So this was originally thought of by Bringing Together Kitsap, founded by Miss Yasha Jackson.
That's just the name of it, Bring It Together Kitsap.
Okay.
Miss Yasha Jackson is a star. If you don't know who she is, go look her up. Go to Bremerton High School. She's in the districts, and we love her, and everybody loves her. But just check her out. She's a brilliant mind, and her heart's really in it. So we just behind it 100%. The first one, you were there. It was more of a introduction.
Yeah.
From what we'll start doing beginning February 8th at Kitsap Regional Library. So it's going to be fun.
Tell me about the partnership there with the Kitsap Regional Library and what that meant for you to be able to work with them and put on these different events throughout the year.
Not Bremerton, but the Kitsap Regional Library, they're located all over Kitsap County. And Jason Driver, I think he's the CEO or the executive director or something. I'm not sure his title, but he runs them, and just meeting him and seeing how down to earth he was and what he was trying to bring back for the kids as far as different programs for all the kids. And I just knew we had to get involved with each other, and so we partnered up, we teamed up, and each month we're doing at a different location in Kitsap County Library. So we'll be at the Little Boston one, we'll be at the Port Orchard one, we'll be in Paul's Bowl. So we're just going to move around and do each event in different locations in Kitsap County. So it's been awesome joining forces with the Kitsap Regional Library, because another thing we focus on is putting books in kids' hands. Like every event, we're giving out books.
Yeah.
Because it just helps with the mind, helps with the thinking, it helps with the imagination, and so it made sense for us to join forces with them for these events.
I like the idea of handing out the books. I think we all have had the memory and experience of the monthly book club coming around in school, or
Right.
maybe it was a semester book club, but the weekly readers, and there was always one or two kids in the class that never had to want
Right.
for any of the books, but then there was kids like myself, and I don't know if yourself included, but
hard.
you couldn't afford to have any of them, let alone some of the cooler, more expensive ones and things like that. There's always kids that are left out, and you have made it a part of your mission to provide, a similar offering
Right.
to all students, regardless of what their financial background looks like.
Right.
And a lot of that, I think, has to do with helping alleviate the burden of a parent who might also be suffering. So that's very commendable. We were talking a little bit about these events that are coming up. And I really want to highlight that these are in addition to the normal events,
Right, of course.
that you throw
Of course.
throughout the year.
Of course. I mean,
So we still have a shoe drive to look forward to.
April.
People can still look forward to having a food contest,
Biscuits and brews.
figuring out
Yes.
who's got the best barbecue.
Yes.
And another Doc Loves the Kids Day,
Yes.
which every year is bigger and bigger.
we just want, like you said, we want to help with some of the issues that, like when I was growing up, my mom, single mom, like I always say, single mom with 3 boys. She did as much as she could, but it's still things that we didn't have, So I just want to help with that. I want to make that part easier, and with the mentoring, because you're part of our mentoring group that we do at a high school and one of the elementary schools. So you see what we're facing, what we're not facing, but what we're trying to help, what we're trying to ease. You know what I mean? Because it's like these kids are some of the smartest kids I ever met. From 4th grade all the way up to 10th, 11th grade. They're some of the smartest kids. They just don't. I think we just want to help give them the opportunity to showcase that, or to grab a hold of some of the resources that they don't know about, to help them with their goals. You know what I mean? So I'm just excited, man, to be able to be that person, or even be next to the person, or even be able to help the person. Like I said, like in Yasha, what she brings to the table is just you can't buy it. You know what I'm saying? So I love everything we're doing right now, and so I'm excited about these Bring It Together Kitsap events every month. I'm excited about the pop-up shops because we're still doing those this summer. DocLuvTheKids Day. My plan, God willing, to take over the whole park, Lionsfield, the whole park, and just making it something huge this year. I want 5,000 people there this year. So, and we're still helping with thousands of families every year with wants and needs. We're still providing programs for the youth. So we just want to continue to be the help that the community needs. You know what I'm saying? And even, I mean to cut you off, but even partnering up with other nonprofits and other organizations is what we're all for. So any organization or any nonprofit or anybody who want to partner up to help our youth or to help the families, DocLuvTheKids.org or Doc Blackwell, anywhere, any platform, hit me up.
It's really important that you bring that up. I think a lot of the work you've been doing in the last year has gone from being, maybe the verbiage escapes me, but Doc Loves the Kids centric to incorporating the help, the knowledge, the usefulness of some of these other organizations, trying to bridge those gaps so that the mission can grow.
Right.
Why is that so important to you, and how can these people find you if they're interested in bringing their organization into the fold?
Like the monthly events we're doing this year, the Bring It Together Kitsap. Each month is something different. Like we have a mothers and women and mothers month. We want organizations who work with women and mothers to partner with us to run that month. We have one for Hispanic. We have a month for Hispanics, our Hispanic people. We want people who work with those organizations or the programs to run that. We don't want to. I'm good at a lot of stuff, but I'm great at some. So I'll just focus on what I'm great at, and other people are great at other things. So I just want them to take. I don't know, man. I just think that we can solve a problem easier with the best people doing the job.
We were talking a little bit about the community meetup gatherings, and I think you highlighted this a little bit, but I really think it's important for us to touch on this, that this is an opportunity for folks to come out and kind of break the barriers and the taboos that exist between different groups. And I was wondering if you could elaborate on that a little bit, because I know that in my experience, and it hasn't always necessarily been myself, but maybe others that I've known or members of family, it can be intimidated by large cultural events that they just don't even understand.
Right.
And, like you were stating, sometimes you're not always the best solution for finding that bridge. Tell me about building new bridges and what these events represent for Doc Loves the Kids.
Like for the February 8th event for the African American month, a lot of my friends, a lot of people I know were calling me like, well, do you have to be black or African American to go there? No, it's for everybody. We're just showcasing their culture, or different parts of their culture, so it's for everyone. All these events, there's a main focus, but it's for everyone to come by, so you can get a dose of somebody else's culture, or see how, maybe just meet somebody else, maybe just get to talking, because it's a lot of people, they're lonely, they have a lot of things going on, but they don't have people. So we want you to meet your neighbors.
And
basically.
So I would probably add on to that it's just so super important that not only people are attending the events, but that representation exists at these events as well.
Right.
So I feel that, that probably requires some effort on the part of, each one of these groups. How would anyone wanting to get involved get a hold of you? How could you get your organization represented if you wanted to, say, take part in the Pacific Islander event that you'll be holding later this year?
Contact me, DocLuvTheKids.org or Doc Blackwell, anywhere, any platform, just contact me, and we can put it together. Like I probably sent emails to most people already. I probably sent emails. I've been sending emails crazy to every organization. Just let them know, like, this is not just something we're doing. This is something for all of us. Like, we're fine with backing up and letting you guys run it. We're just looking for the best experience for everyone for each month, basically.
Well, I'll tell you, Doc, I've been to a few of your events.
Right.
And the cuisine is always prepared.
That's another thing. I want each culture, each different, when it's different months, I want the food from each culture. I want the food. I want what you're making at the house.
This concept excites me. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Yeah. So we just trying to, as you know how we do, we just trying to, my thing is, we're all the same. We might have a different, we might talk different, we might look different, but we love our families the same. We love our parents the same. We have to eat every day. Just get there and get to meet somebody different and get to know a different culture.
Let's talk a little bit more about, you brought up Miss Jackson, who works at one of our local high schools and does a tremendous job.
Yes.
And her work and your work together with mentoring students. Tell me a little bit about that, because that's been a more recent development in your life as well. And I'd love to hear about that experience. Tell me about some of the kids that you've been helping.
At first, mentoring the word bothers me sometimes, mentoring, but I understand what it is, and sometimes you just have to, they just want to sit there and talk. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes the kids just want to talk, and it brings something to me. I try to do I won't say I try to do as much, I won't say that, but I do as much as I can a week, mentoring other children. So I still have a 14-year-old daughter of my own.
Yeah.
But it brings a lot of joy to me, and my team as well. I see guys in my team and women in my team who they're overjoyed afterwards. There's a lot of joy to them after we leave, these young people who bring joy to my life as well. So it's easy for me. It's an easy thing. Like I don't understand how more people don't do it.
How do you think their lives, the lives of these kids, will change? I mean, if you were to give me, say, and this is hypothetical. I
Right.
don't want you to out any of our
I won't. I
children,
won't ever.
but if you were to give a headline for one of these kids today, a news headline, and a news headline for 20 years from now, what would that look like?
What I will say is what I want from them. What I
Yeah,
want from each one of those kids is to be super just accountable for every action. I want them to be to hold their heads up and and y'all should say scholars. You know, I want them to understand that they mean something out here. They mean something to this world, and we wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be able to do the stuff we do and be like me personally. I wouldn't be able to get up in the morning and do some of the stuff I do without knowing I'm coming to see those kids because
yeah.
just the change in them from our first couple of weeks to a couple months later, just this change and the more vocal and everything about them is just a good thing, man. It touches my brother. He helps us, and he's when I talk to him about it, and I can tell how important it is to me and even to us to even be mentors. You know what I'm saying? So it's a huge thing, man. And I appreciate it, and I wish I could do every school in Kitsap County.
Yeah. Do you see a real change in the lives of these kids before coming into the mentorship program and now that you've been working with them for some time?
I think I see they're getting more comfortable for sure, but I think I don't know. I grew up, like me and you, we talk a lot. We grew up kind of, rough a little bit, and so I can kind of tell certain kids, certain attitudes, certain movements, certain things. I kind of tell, and I can see those hoodies coming off. I can see the shoulders calming down. I can see everything. I can see when getting hugs when you come in. I can see them, just different things. I can see this. So I definitely see a change in the youth, and it's big to me. I just wish we had more teammates with the heart that we have to do more schools. That's all.
You guys, from what I understand, are going to be going on the first big field trip here pretty soon. Why don't you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, I think this Saturday they're going on a field trip, or January 18th, I think they're going on a field trip and to Seattle to learn more about the HBCUs, the black colleges. So I'm excited about that because a lot of our students, they probably didn't think about college or to think about things like that. And this is huge because it's time's coming. It's coming fast.
Yeah.
So that's another thing. We try to push the grades on. We try to push those grades because it's huge. It helps with everything in school. It helps with your, when your grades are up high, then your head's up high. We got a couple kids in our class that you could tell that they got their grades together. You can tell.
Yeah.
So it's a good thing, man. We just got to keep pushing it.
What's the difference, do you suppose, for these kids in a mentor and a teacher? Why do they find it so effective to speak with somebody like you when it comes to the problems that they're having to deal with in their home lives?
Well, a lot of our kids are minorities. So I look like them, first of all. And I don't know, man. I just come with respect and accountability. As long as you show me respect and you're accountable for your actions, then we're going to be okay.
Yeah.
And so I think that is one thing that puts us in a different place than other people.
Doc, I think it's just amazing how much can be accomplished in a short period of time.
Yeah.
We often spend our lives at home beating our head against the cupboard, shall I say, trying to figure out how we should better spend it. And every moment of your day is devoted to the lives of these kids and the Bremerton community. And it's amazing every time we talk just how much you've been able to accomplish in a short period of time. You've got a lot of big things coming up this year.
Yes, sir.
Before we go, what's the most important thing that our viewers can remember about Doc Loves the Kids, Doc Blackwell, and this awesome year that we're going to have in 2025?
I would say just if you want to help, partner up with us. Let's partner up. Let's do it. It's probably 11 of us, a core, and we'll work every day. You know, if you want to make a change or try to make a change like we're trying, please, DocLuvTheKids.org, email me. We're ready to work. That's all I can say. We're ready to work, man.
We don't ever take a day off.
That's it, Ash.
Thank you, Doc.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate
Every
you.
time, I appreciate it.
As we end today's afternoon, I would like to remind every single one of you at home the power that you have to make positive changes in your community, whether it be going out to events, donating money to different charities, or just sharing the message on social media. It is so vitally important that you, the viewer, take part. We appreciate everything that you do, and we thank you for watching today's episode of Afternoons with Ash. If you enjoyed what you saw today, do me a favor, like, subscribe, and share. Please share the content and share with us your thoughts. Until next time, have a great afternoon. You can find all of our episodes on our YouTube channel and catch the live broadcasts on BCAT, as well as all the extras at Afternoons with Ash Black on Facebook.